Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab, scroll down to grade 10 math, and then click on view all lessons. There you find a list. We're going to start with the chapter lines in the coordinate plane. The lessons we're going to cover today are coordinate plane, slopes of line, graph a linear equation and equation of lines. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Let's just start with the first lesson, that is coordinate plane. What are the coordinates of point T? So first you have to find where is point T and then you have to look at the coordinates. So here is point T, right? So match it to the y-axis, the x-axis. So the coordinates of are -2 and -5. Let's just start with the test questions. What are the coordinates of the point K? So the coordinates on the of the point K are point K is on the y-axis. So if the point is on the axis, that means the x coordinate must be 0, right? And the y coordinate has the value -1 because the point is on the next option, that is 0 and -1. Option number 1 is the correct option. What are the coordinates of point W? So here is point W. The x coordinate is -1 and the y coordinate is 3. So option number 1 is that is -1, 3. Which point has the coordinate 2, 2? Okay, so 2, 2. X is 2 and y is 2. F has the coordinate 2, 2. The correct option is option number 4. F it is. Which point has the coordinate -1 and -1? So x is -1 and here is x -1, here is y -1. So on the intersection of -1, we have point W. Option number 3 is the correct option. Which point has the coordinates -2 and 2? The -2 and 2. X, the correct option is X point. X is on the intersection of -2 and 2. What are the coordinates of the point V? What are the coordinates of the point V? So here is point. The point V has coordinates X is 3, Y is 4. Option number 1 is the correct option. 3 and 4 it is. What are the coordinates of the point U? The point U has the coordinates -2 and 1. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me lesson. Slope of lines. Lesson. Look at the graph. What is the slope? So we have to select any 2 points on the line. We need to calculate the slope, that is change in y divided by change in x. So here are the 2 points on the slope, right? They are 10, 0 and 30, 30. 30 over 20. So the slope is 3 by 2. Let's just start with the test questions. Look at this graph. What is this? Just select any 2 points on the graph and we are going to calculate the slope. The slope is m equals change in y divided by change in x. I don't know what's wrong with the pen. So the coordinates of this point is uh, x is 10, y is 0. This point is x is 30, y is 30. So change in y, these are the y coordinates, 30 minus 0. And these are the coordinates, 30 minus 10. So 30 minus 10 is 20. That equals 3 by 2. So the slope is 3 by 2. Option number 2 is the correct option. Option 2 is the correct option. Find the slope of the line that passes through 5, 5 and 7, 4. So change in y, 5 minus 4 is 1 and change in x, 5 minus 7 is -2. So that is -1 over 2. That is -1 by 2. Option number 2 is the correct option. Look at this graph. What is the slope? So I think that's the one we did earlier, exactly the same graph, right? So the slope is 3 by 2. Option number 2 is the correct option. Find the slope of the line that passes through 10, 9, and 214. The slope is change in y, change in x. So 14 minus 9 is 5. 2 minus 10 is negative 8. So that is negative 5 over 8. That is negative 5 over 8. Option number 2 is the correct option. ओ भाई खोल ले. Look at this graph. So the slope is 1 and 3, 5 and 4. That is 1 by 4. Option number 1 is the. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is graph a linear equation. Graph the line using the slope and the y-intercept. So you are given the line that is y equals 1 over 9x minus 1. Y equals 1 by 9x minus 1. 1 over 9. 1 is change in y and that is y over x, right? And the y-intercept is negative 1, right? So y-intercept means here is the point negative 1, the y-intercept, right? Change in y would be 1 and change in x would be 9. So here is the I think this is just the tutorial. You can find a lesson on your notebooks, right? Let me just move on to next lesson. Equations of lines. A line passes through the point 4, 3 and 3, 0. What is the equation and slope intercept form? So we are given the point 4, 3 and 3, 0, right? So change in y, first thing we need to calculate is slope, that is change in y divided by change in x. So negative 3 over negative 1, the slope is 3. Use the slope and a point to find y-intercept. Y equals mx plus b, right? Use any of the point. Like here, in this example, the point used 4, 3. So y is 3, slope is 3, x is 4, b equals negative 9. So the equation is y equals mx plus b. So the equation is y equals 3x minus 9. Let's just do practice questions. Look at this graph. What is the equation of line in slope intercept form? So y equals mx plus b. We need two things, the slope and the b. B is the point where the graph is intersecting the y-intercept. So here it is. That is, I think, -9, right? So B equals -9. Now let's just calculate the slope from the graph. So just select any of the 2 points, like here is the first one and here is the second one, right? So this is x is 9, y is 0, and for this one x is 6, y is 3. So that would be y2 minus y1, -3, sorry, x is -3, y is 6. So 0 plus 3 divided by 6 minus 9 over -3, -1 it is, right? So y equals, it would be 1. That would be x minus 9. Option number 2 is the correct option. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is y equals x minus 9. Look at this graph. What is the equation of a line slope intercept form? So the slope intercept form is y equals mx plus. We need to find the b and the x passing through the origin. So b is 0, slope is 1. That would be y equals, the number 1 is the correct option. It would be y equals x. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is x. negative x. Oh yes, because here the values are negative. That would be negative 1. So y equals negative x. Option number 1, 2 is the correct option. That would be negative x. A line passes through the point 1, 3 and negative 9, 3. What is its equation in slope-intercept form? So the slope-intercept equation in slope-intercept form would be like this. Y equals, so we need to find two things, m and b. Point and calculate the slope for m equal, that is 3 minus 3 divided by negative 9 minus 1. So 3 minus 3 slope is 0. Now we need to find the b. So for b, we need two things, the slope and the point. So I'm going to use the first point, right? Y is 3, slope is 0, x is 1 plus b. So b equals 3. Equation would be y equals 0x plus 3. So 0x is 0, y equals 2 is the correct option, that is y equals 3. Option number 2 is the correct option, that is y equals 3. There is a line that includes the point negative 4 by 7 and has slope 1 by 10. What is the equation in slope-intercept form? So we are given the slope and the point. Let's just calculate the slope. Let's just calculate the b, mx plus b. Negative 7, 1 by 10, x is plus b. Negative 2 over 5 plus b. Negative 7 plus 2 by 5, 35. Negative 35 plus 2. That is negative 33 over 5. So the equation is y equals o plus minus 33 over 5. Oh, we are given the point. Just the equation would be y minus y1 equals m x minus x1. So that would be y1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself again today. 10 math. The chapter we were working on is so we were working on grade 10 math. Chapter we were working on is lines in coordinate plane. The lessons we have covered today are coordinate plane, slopes of line, graph a linear equation and equation of line. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lessons, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you, or either you can write them down in the chat box. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. So, any questions you can please ask if you have any. Any questions? Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.